I'm bored. Let's knit a hat. Okay, first things first. First things first, let's find a pattern. I want to do some knitting, nothing else. I want it to be available in English, and anything that is available in Swedish is also available in English. I could do German, but I don't really feel like I have the skill for knitting German abbreviations. I want to knit a hat. Is that under accessories or clothing? Under accessories, hat. 100,464 options. What do we have? A beanie toque. That's what I want. I want it to be a free pattern because I want this to be a quick knit. I want this to have a photo so I know what I'm getting into. I want colour work. Can I not do one colour? Construction. I want it to be a bottom up. I want it to be knit, worked in the round. And do I want, what else do I want? Design elements. All of this is for tops. Don't want that. Fabric. I don't want cables. I don't want colour work. I could do drop stitches. I could do ribbed. So, and this and I want to be or. What else? No, not drop stitches. I was talking about slipped stitches. Okay. So now I have bottom up, or in the round, or ribbed, and slipped stitches. That's not what I want. I want bottom up and ribbed and in the round or slipped stitches. That makes it a little easier. Okay, what do I have? I have blueberry twist mittens. That's not a hat. I could go for a 4-point decrease. I could go for chalet hat and hand warmers. What does that ask for? Super bulky yarn. I don't have super bulky yarn. A classic ribbed hat. DK weight yarn. I have a yarn in mind. I'll just go for this. Classic ribbed hat. This is by Purl Soho. It's a beanie toque on a DK weight yarn. I don't know if that's what I have. I'll just make it up as I go. The gauge is 32 stitches and 33 rows for 10 centimeters in 1x1 rib, and it's recommended on a 3.25mm needle. It doesn't ask for 2mm of yarn, which is good because I don't have 2mm of yarn, and it comes in baby, kid, adult small, adult medium, and adult large. I appreciate them not gendering heads. And it's available in English. It's available for free. So I'll go to purlsoho.com and print the pattern. I think I want to print it without the colours. Thank you very much. So let's go. So now that we have the pattern, we're ready to start. We're going to start by casting on the number of stitches that we need for the different sizes, and you will have to find out what works for you and the yarn that you have. You can absolutely go with the yarn that is recommended size. I am not, so I'm going to do some figuring out with how many stitches I actually need. Once that is figured out, I'm going to start with a 1x1 rib. That means 1 knit, 1 purl, all the way throughout the end of the round. At the end of the round, I will place a marker. That is the unique beginning of round marker. They ask you to have 6 different markers, or 1 different and 5 the same, so you know always where the beginning of the round is. The others are just to make sure that you know where you are in the decreases for the crown. But for now, you'll just need 1 stitch marker. You then do the same thing, 1 knit, 1 purl, 1 knit, 1 purl, until you have the desired length. This is where the customizability comes in again. If you want a thick brim, you knit enough to flip it. If you don't want a brim, you can just leave it this short. If you want a triple brim, go ahead and knit for it long enough for you to flip it as many times as you want. Be mindful, however, that when you flip it more times, it's going to become tighter and more compact, so a size that works for you when it's flipped once might not work when you flip it twice. But you're probably an adult. Statistically, you probably are an adult. You can figure it out on your own. You knit until you have the desired length. Then, with your unique marker, you remove it, knit 1 stitch and place it back. So that's your new beginning of the round. Now you are going to be knitting and placing your 5 other markers so they are at equal distances from each other. So you have 6 points on the round where you will then decrease. The pattern tells you how many stitches between each markers. You don't have to figure it out yourself, but you probably could. When you come to the crown, you will want to knit and purl just like you've done before until there are 2 stitches before your stitch marker. At that point, you knit 2 together. So through the front of both stitches, you knit 2 together, you slip the marker, and you do the same thing for the next section as well, knitting until there are 2 stitches before the stitch marker, knit 2 together. You do that for one round. Then you have a round where you just do purl 1, knit 1, rib. So you follow the same columns that you've had before. You purl your purls and you knit your knits. The knit 2 togethers is going to be a knit. So the 2 last stitches before the stitch marker are going to be 2 knits. You then start the next section with a purl, a knit, a purl, and so on. Then comes the next decrease round. You will purl 1, knit 1 until there are 3 stitches left until the stitch marker. You will then purl 1 and then knit 2 together. You will then continue the next section just like you did the last. Purl, knit, until there are 3 stitches left. You purl the first of those 3 and you knit 2 together the second 2 stitches. Your next round is going to be purling your purls and knitting your knits. So purl, knit, all across, because you will have decreased by 2 stitches in each section. You are back to an even number, so you will have 1 knit and 1 purl, 1 knit, 1 purl, or 1 purl, 1 knit, 1 purl, 1 knit. Depending on your size, you do these 4 rows again a few times. If you're knitting a kid size, you're not going to do that. After having finished that section of decreases, you now go into the next section of decreases. You will knit and purl as established to 2 stitches before the stitch marker, and you will knit those 2 together. You will do the same for all of your 6 sections. Next round, you are going to decrease again. So in the last portion, we did 1 decrease round, then 1 normal round, and then another decrease round. This time we're making the decreases in a shorter amount of rows, so that's going to be an even more tapered decrease at the very top. So now you're going to decrease again by following your pattern until there are 3 stitches left before the stitch marker. You will purl 1 and then knit 2 together. You'll do the same thing for all of the 6 sections of your hat. These 2 rounds you will do 4 more times until you have a total of 24 stitches left on your needles. We now have 3 rounds left. You are on the home stretch. For the next round, you will purl 1, knit 1, knit 2 together, purl 1, knit 1, knit 2 together for the entire round. You now have 18 stitches left. This is where the stitch marker really comes in handy, because you are going to lose track of where you are. For the next round, you are going to purl 1, knit 2 together, purl 1, knit 2 together for the entire round. You have 12 stitches left. And for the last round, you knit 2 together all across the round, and you have 6 stitches left. You will then break your yarn, cut it if you fancy, break it with brute force if you're not. I'm not. You will then take a tapestry needle or just your own needles and thread the loose end through those 6 stitches. Tighten it as you go and weave in the end. Weave in the end of the beginning too. You know what I mean? Your cast on tail, weave in that too, and you have a finished beanie. If you want to, you can block it. If it's looking wonky, go ahead and block it. I used a quite fluffy yarn, so I'm not going to block it, even though it's a natural fibre and it actually would do well in blocking. I cannot be bothered at this time, so I will just wear it as it is and enjoy its yellowness, its audacious yellowness. If you liked this video and this pattern walkthrough, please check out the pattern down below. Purl Soho has a great library of free patterns. If you liked my interpretation of the video, please like the video. If you want to, click the subscribe button, and if you click right there, that will take you to the playlist of all my Vlogmas 2025 videos. You'll find a bunch of knitting related content there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care of yourself. I'll see you next time.